Good evening. When there is no struggle, there is no strength, once said by Oprah Winfrey. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. National Bureau for Revenue conducted 204 inspection visits in August. Bahrain to introduce HPV vaccine for routine immunization. Education Minister announced inmates are allowed to study for their BA and MA degrees. Saudi Arabia announced major tax fine exemptions. Morocco earthquake death toll reached 2,800. Today's news in detail. National Bureau for Revenue (NBR) conducted 204 inspection visits in August. The National Bureau for Revenue (NBR) has conducted 204 inspection visits within the local markets in August. The campaigns resulted in reporting number of violations that require the imposition of administrative fines in accordance with the VAT and excise law, in addition to monitoring several suspicions of VAT and excise evasion that may require the precautionary closing of several businesses. Accordingly, the NBR will take legal action against the violating businesses and refer those who are proven to have committed one of the evasion crimes to the competent authorities to initiate a criminal case against them, which may be punishable by imprisonment for 5 years and a fine equivalent to 3 times the amount of VAT due to the according to the VAT law, or by imprisonment for 1 year and a fine equivalent to double the evaded excise according to the excise law. Bahrain to introduce HPV vaccine for routine immunization. The Ministry of Health is set to introduce the human papilloma virus vaccine, HPV vaccine, as a routine vaccine given to females and males aged 12 to 13. Assistant Undersecretary for Public Health Dr. Elal announced the plan as she opened a training workshop on introducing the papilloma virus vaccine and preventing cancerous diseases associated with it. Themed Prevention of Cancers Associated with Human Papilloma Virus, the workshop reflects commitment to promote disease prevention and the application of health strategies through the introduction of new and safe vaccines, she said. Education Minister announced inmates are allowed to study for their BA and MA degrees. An initiative aimed at allowing inmates to pursue their university studies has been unveiled. The initiative, which is coordinated with the Ministry of Interior, reflects commitment to enabling all citizens to develop their capabilities and contributions to developing their communities, said Education Minister. A batch of 192 inmates from reformation and rehabilitation centers will be registered after expressing their desire to study for their bachelor's and master's degrees. Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs President attended 34th International Conference of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in Egypt. Sheikh Abdul Rahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa, President of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, participated in the closing session of the 34th International Conference on the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in Egypt. The conference was held under the title Cyberspace and Modern Means of Religious Speech Between Rational Use and Deviating from the Seriousness, under the patronage of Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The event recommended the launch of a new project to build correct and rational digital content in the field of religious discourse with a contemporary vision that preserves the constants and takes into account modern developments, and work to enhance the participatory use of cyberspace and expand training programs on the safe use of social networking sites and artificial intelligence. Oil and Environment Minister participated in GCC meeting. Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak bin Dina, Oil and Environment Minister, Special Envoy for Climate Affairs, has participated in the 25th meeting of the ministers responsible for climate affairs in the GCC countries, held yesterday. Dr. bin Dina affirmed Bahrain's keenness to strengthen cooperation and unify GCC countries' stanzas at various international environment gatherings, hailing the important and constructive decisions taken by GCC ministers responsible for environment affairs during their previous meetings and contributions. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. LMRA conducted 4 joint inspection campaign. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority LMRA conducted 4 joint inspection campaigns in coordination with the Ministry of Interior in the capital, Morocco and southern governorates. LMRA stated that 2 joint inspection campaigns were carried out in the capital governorate in coordination with the Verdicts Enforcement Department and the Ministry of Interior. The 3rd campaign was in the Morocco governorate in coordination with the Nationality Passports and Residence Affairs NPRA and the governorate's respective police directorate and the Agriculture and Marine Resources Affairs of the Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and the Agriculture and the Coast Guard Command. The 4th joint inspection campaign was conducted in the Southern Governorate in coordination with NPRA and the Governorate's Police Directorate. Saudi Arabia announced major tax fines exceptions. Saudi Arabia's Zakat Tax and Customs Authority urged all taxpayers to benefit from the initiative cancellation of fines and exemption of financial penalties, which ends next December 31st, 2023. The authority has also clarified that the fines covered by the exemption decision includes fine for late registration in all tax systems, late payment, late filling of return fines in all tax systems, fines to correct VAT returns. It also covers fines for violations of VAT field control related to applying the invoicing regulations and other VAT general regulations. Morocco earthquake death toll reached 2,800. Villages and parts of Morocco, struck by the country's most powerful earthquake in more than a century, endured their 4th night sleeping outdoors on September 11 as death toll climbed over 2,800 people. Search teams from various countries have joined Moroccan efforts to locate survivors after the 6.8 magnitude quake hit the high Atlas Mountains late on September 8, reducing traditional mud brick houses common in the region to rubble. Morocco has accepted offers of assistance from various countries, it has been announced. Nearly 80 students hospitalized due to suspected food poisoning in India's Telangana. As many as 78 students of a residential girls' school in Nizamabad district in the state took ill after having their meals and were hospitalized, as officials said on Tuesday. Several students of Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya in Bhimgal town of the district complained of vomiting and stomach pain after having dinner on Monday due to suspected food poisoning. A total of 78 students have been admitted to the hospital in Bhimgal and Nizamabad, the officials have said. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.